Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. In the end, we are our choices. If you never want to be criticized, for goodness sake, don't do anything new. A brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. You earn reputation by trying to do hard things well. I knew that if I failed, I wouldn't regret that, but I knew the one thing I might regret is not trying. We see our customers as invited guests to a party, and we are the hosts. It's our job every day to make every important aspect of the customer experience a little bit better. If you can't tolerate critics, don't do anything new or interesting. I believe you have to be willing to be misunderstood if you're going to innovate. The common question that gets asked in business is, why? That's a good question, but an equally valid question is, why not? The best customer service is if the customer doesn't need to call you, doesn't need to talk to you, it just works. Work hard, have fun, make history. You have to be willing to be misunderstood if you're going to innovate. What we need to do is always lean into the future. When the world changes around you and when it changes against you, what used to be a tailwind is now a headwind. You have to lean into that and figure out what to do, because complaining isn't a strategy. The great thing about fact-based decisions is that they overrule the hierarchy. The framework I found, which made the decision incredibly easy, was what I called a regret minimization framework. You can't skip steps, you have to put one foot in front of the other. If you're not stubborn, you'll give up on experiments too soon, and if you're not flexible, you'll pound your head against the wall and you won't see a different solution to a problem you're trying to solve. What's dangerous is not to evolve. Life's too short to hang out with people who aren't resourceful. If you never want to be criticized, for goodness sake, don't do anything new. I'd rather have a relentless leader than a brilliant one. I believe you have to be willing to be misunderstood if you're going to innovate. You don't choose your passions choose